All right, let's begin.
Let's get into character.
Stella! You're tearing me apart! Lisa! No, okay. Hi.
We're recording that.
Yeah, we recorded all that. We'll use it for later, for sound bites. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I am Bridget.
And I'm Wendy.
And we are flicking beans.
Flicking them.
We are flicking those beans. Really, we're going to talk about movies and coffee, not the traditional meaning of the phrase. But thanks for tuning in, thinking it was dirty.
I mean, there's parts.
It's not safe for work.
No.
It's not safe for children's tender ears, especially this one.
Ooh.
So weird.
Mm-hmm.
You are on a tangent of the coffee of the feature. What is it? The featured
coffee of the month or something. Yeah, I got a Snickerdoodle mocha. It's good. It's like,
I like that you sent me a picture.
Yeah. Well, I thought that way they go, oh yeah, I know exactly what that is because it's on the website. I don't know.
Well, mine is number 52, which I'm not sure if that's my order number or the drink number, but it's a pixie stick. Did I already say that?
Mm-mm.
I love.
Yeah.
I don't know why. More tart than lemonade.
Yeah.
Again,
I like a sour. Yeah.
the salivation station is my mouth.
Yeah, you've been bringing that to practice lately.
I like
as your
I
beverage.
Like it. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm the one driving now, so
Yeah.
I gotta stay a little bit with it. There's interstate involved.
Yeah, that's the danger now that we have practice at my house. That I'm like, I don't care to drive.
Right? It happens. You tend to, you're in your own place. So
Gus, you need to stop.
Gus is
Go lay down.
huffing and puffing at you. My Reggie is getting real gray-faced, too. Oh, I told him he was getting old this morning. Do you know?
You're almost 12.
Oh, my
weeks
goodness.
Should be 12.
Reggie's probably close to that, too.
Yeah.
Because he was 8 and a half when we adopted him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a little shit. So my cat, Ned meows nonstop.
Yeah.
And I have tried so many things. And I'm like, I can only play for so long, with this stick. And, he reaches up and he hits the escape button on my keyboard. And literally, I've lost hours of work due to that cat. But I kind of latched onto this idea where I got him a calming collar.
Okay.
And it worked.
Yeah. Is it like, what does it do? Is it like pressure or center?
Scent. Yeah, and it stinks. I told Missy last night. I was telling her about it, and I was like, it smells like my mom.
Like a weird perfume?
Yes. But I guess it's got like pheromones and calming stuff. But I also noticed that the calming chews that you can buy have hemp.
So it's like CBD.
Yeah. Yeah. So I might just spend a lot of money on those. But I was thinking of this cat because comparing it to Brian Griffin, and I was thinking, just talks all the time. What a fucking know-it-all. So it's like, is Brian Griffin just barking all the time?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Probably, yeah.
Barking and drinking martinis.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I just really digress there, but we need to talk about this movie.
We do. The Disaster Artist.
Tell me.
So I messaged you and said we should watch this because we watched it just on a whim a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, well, yeah, we got to talk about this. So it is a true story, based on a true story of this guy, Tommy Wasanahan, or Wasanahan.
Why so?
Why? Yeah, Wasanahan.
I heard what you did to Chain Wasana-san. Unforgivable.
Repeat after me. Chain was on a song.
It's not your boyfriend.
Bobby Hill is your boyfriend. No, he's not. Bobby Hill is your boyfriend.
What's Chain Wasana song doing here?
What's up, ladies?
Beat it, Wasana song.
I don't know.
It's like WISEAU.
Okay. Wasa?
Well, sure.
Anyway, Tommy. Always Tommy. That's what he says.
Always Tommy.
Always Tommy. And he's eccentric, wild character. And he made this movie himself called The Room. And apparently it's like a big cult classic now because it's just the worst movie ever made.
The Room, a film with the passion of Tennessee Williams, directed by Tommy Wiseau. The best movie of the year. Experience this quirky new black comedy. It's a riot.
Terrible.
But people love it because it's so cheesy.
Sure.
And
like Rocky Horror.
Yeah, for sure. I'm disappointed. I couldn't find a version of The Room to watch, but I would love to go to one of their like midnight screenings sometime if there was ever an opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, James Franco read the book that was written by either Tommy or somebody about him making The Room.
Okay.
And decided he wanted to adapt it into a screenplay. So it was written by James Franco. He stars as Tommy. And his little brother, I can't remember his first name. Little Franco is what I always call him.
Yeah.
The younger brother plays the best friend Greg. And it's just wild. We get introduced to him by him being in
Tommy. Always Tommy.
by him being in an acting class.
Right.
And as we were yelling before,
Yes.
he's trying to do the streetcar named Desire.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Stella.
Don't you think like that is such a stereotype? Every acting class, do you think they all do that scene
I don't know, maybe.
all the time? Is that like a rite of? Is that like English 101? You get the streetcar.
Maybe. I've never taken an acting class. I don't know. I'm a terrible actor. I never, I'm a bad liar. So I think that makes me a bad actor.
Same. I wonder if it isn't just, it seems hard to emote that much without self-consciousness.
Yeah.
So maybe that particular scene is in all the acting
gets you out of your,
classes. Yeah.
lets you let loose a little bit. One of the things that I noticed is that Tommy thinks good acting is just louder. Louder equals better. Like that scene when they're in the diner.
Yes.
And he's like, let's do a scene right now.
Yes.
So the two Francos are like yelling at each other.
He's like,
And
I don't care about the people.
And then after they're done, he goes, oh, you all got to see that for free.
You're welcome. Oh my God.
Yes, he's a true eccentric and very like still nobody knows how old he is, where he's from, and how he has all this money because he funded this movie.
Right. And the bank guy said this is a bottomless pit.
Right. So who the fuck is Tommy?
And
we don't
his
know.
accent.
Yeah.
First words out of his mouth, the first thing I wrote down is he a caveman?
Yeah. He talks in like backwards a lot.
Yeah.
Like, which I think is English as a second language thing because our, especially if, you speak Spanish or one of those romance languages, they put the adjectives behind the word and we put it in front, that kind of thing. And he does a lot of that backwards stuff.
Yeah, that's very foreign. Well, he's from Poland.
He is. How did you find this out?
The internet.
Okay.
I looked him up. I searched him by name and I found so much stuff. I was surprised because I thought he was just like a one-off.
Yeah.
He had a show and he's been in shows. And there is a movie that he's in that we could watch on Roku.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want. It's called like Samurai Cop.
Okay, I want to. I want to watch it.
I know you do.
I'm a cop.
His real name is Joe Marshall. They call him Samurai.
Okay, so yeah, he had a TV series, I believe. Who knows what channel or where, but I watched one episode. It must have been on YouTube because this was like 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was long. It was the longest 4 minutes of my life. It was Tommy talks about kissing.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me define the bad kisser and the good kisser. That's the question what they give me, okay? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, all right? Okay, we got that, right? All right. So the good kisser is that it smells pretty good, like a mint, for example, orange. You can put some smell in your hair as well. You know, it's not just the mouth.
Wow. He almost didn't ever talk about kissing in the whole 4 minutes, but it was really weird. Like, definitely doesn't make a lot of sense. He's rambling. It's very circular. He loves the attention, though. That's the thing. And do you think he thinks he's a good actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is delusional about his talents and his looks.
Yes. Did we have another really delusional movie recently?
Is it? I kept drawing parallels to Dream Scenario.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
With the Nicolas Cage character was delusional about his achievements, saying that people stole his ideas and stuff, but he never wrote them down, so.
That's true. Oh, yeah, you're right. He thought he was brilliant, but he never followed through. I wondered if Tommy is a vampire.
Yeah.
Like, before I realized, oh, yeah, this is based on a real thing.
Well, that's so funny because at some point when he's writing the screenplay, they have that montage of him like typing and stuff, and he's explaining, he's like, blah, blah, blah. And maybe he's a vampire, I don't know.
Really? And he didn't believe that he should be playing villains.
Right. He was like, no, I'm all-American actor.
He's so crazy looking. He is a villain.
Why do a lot of eccentrics dress similarly? You know, with the like dark clothes and the belts, the extra things.
You think a lot of people wear extra belts?
No.
Like, let's explain that he had a regular belt on, and then he had a somehow attached a second belt that landed somewhere like under his butt cheeks.
Yeah, it makes my butt look good.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a lot of metal and a lot of leather there.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
No, but that's a look. Like, it's Dog the Bounty Hunter. It's
Michael
Steven
Jackson.
Tyler. Michael Jackson. It's a rock star thing, I guess.
Yeah. He looks way more like a rock star.
Yeah.
Than an actor.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think he was?
I think he's at least in his 40s.
Yeah, 40s.
Yeah.
When somebody, when the friend asks, how old are you anyway? Your age.
Yeah. You're 19.
I am your age. I love it. The accent is too much.
Yeah.
Ooh, Wendy's getting some toe licking, like in Serial Mom. Woo-hoo! Coffee break! Let's talk about our beans.
Hey Bean Flickers, have you followed us yet? We are on Instagram and Facebook at Flickin' Beans Pod. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave us a review.
It is like that. There's not gore on my foot, though.
I also wondered if he was gay.
Yeah, I did too. We don't really...
He's bi because when I was watching that kissing video, this just popped into my head. He says, when you're kissing he or she, and I'm not going to say who. So I think he's fine with either.
Yeah. Well, he does seem... He's very possessive of Greg.
Very.
And it seems almost like romantic.
Do you think that this whole making this... Okay, I do. Making this whole movie was to impress him?
Yeah. I think partly. He wanted to give him a big role.
Here's a theory too, because they're watching Rebel Without a Cause in the theater. Before everything panned out the way it did, I jotted down James Franco is often compared to James Dean.
Yeah.
And that whole, you're tearing me apart is from that movie.
Yeah.
You're tearing me apart!
And so it kind of is like, maybe he wants to be hanging around James Dean.
Yeah.
Or something.
Sure.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
I don't know.
James Franco, I heard, this is one of those movies where he just stayed in character the whole time.
Yikes.
And James Franco is also directing.
Yikes.
So he was directing the film as Tommy.
Sure.
So it was very confusing. Like Seth Rogen says, it took him like 2 weeks to get used to it because he couldn't understand whether he was being Tommy in the movie or whether he was saying something for directing.
God.
And I
Wow.
was like, yeah, I can see like a lot of parallels between James Franco and Tommy and like why he would be drawn to this movie.
He did an amazing job.
Amazing. Because they do it, the show at the end.
Yes.
The side by side.
Yes.
And it's like on time. Everybody is like just in sync. They've shot for shot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And such a cool way to end it.
Yeah. I
Like,
loved
with
that.
Oh, I was like, he really nailed it.
I know. That was really a cool thing to show, especially because I couldn't find the full version of the original to compare it to.
It was great that they included that because it's amazing. Seth Rogen just seems irritated all the time about everything.
You think so?
Kind of. I don't know. He seems like he's always yelling. I mean, I know I've enjoyed many of his movies, but I think it was just he was playing a character that was definitely irritable. But I can imagine that's how that person would have felt in that movie.
Yeah, the scene where Tommy is he comes out of the door on the roof and he's like, I did not hit her. I did not.
Yeah.
And he just cannot get the line. And then by the end of it,
He wrote
everybody,
the line.
Yeah, everybody on set is
like,
reading it back to him in unison because
I
they've done it so
didn't
many
hit
times.
her. Yeah.
I did not.
Oh,
hi, Mark.
I'm going to just point out that there are many, many gifts on this movie.
I bet,
especially the "Oh hi, Mark." All of it. There were so many good ones.
Yeah.
It's wild. But it just shows, like, if you have enough money, of course you can make a movie. Mm-hmm. And it was so weird how he didn't want to rent things. He wanted to buy them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he thought maybe he just had this like idea in his head of what a real Hollywood movie is.
Right.
And he kept saying like, no, this is real Hollywood movie. I'm not doing a good accent.
Maybe he felt like he was his own production company then. Maybe he thought he would do more movies after.
For sure. I think if he bought all that equipment, he thought he was going to do more. He thought he was going to be a star, you know.
Did you notice that same blonde from For a Good
Yeah,
Time Call?
For a Good
Isn't
Time
it?
Call,
Yeah, I like her.
Me too. Is this a real movie? They ask her to lick an ice cream cone in her audition, and she's like licking it, and he's like, "No, faster, it's melting." And she's like, "Is this a real movie?"
When he says faster, and she like literally licks it.
Yeah.
fast. Like nobody would ever do.
I don't know. I think like, you would at first.
At first, you don't know. It's an audition.
Yeah, you just do what they say.
Part.
Yeah,
Oh
that whole montage of him. He's like, "Stop doing it like a cowboy." And she's like, "Wait, I'm a cowboy?"
Okay. No, less cowboy.
Yeah, no, don't do the cowboy.
Oh my God. So I saw this interview on Jimmy Kimmel where it was the real Tommy and James Franco. Mm-hmm. And first it was just James Franco and then they brought Tommy out. Mm-hmm. But I noticed the weirdest thing. James Franco was as far over toward Jimmy Kimmel in his seat as he could be.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening there?
He's tired of Tommy too.
Yeah, he's got the it.
Well, he's tired of being Tommy, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tommy probably hit on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I've talked about those before. The capped teeth.
Yeah.
You can really, like, his brother is not as good looking because his teeth are weird.
Yeah.
And natural. God, natural teeth are so gross. You know how they do those, though? They have to file down your actual teeth. That is disgusting.
I know, to like little, what they call pegs.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's so expensive.
I always wonder, like, how do those...
Yes.
Go lay down. How do those... You have beautiful teeth. How do those affect your, like, health in your mouth, you know? Like, do you think you have would have a tendency to have worse gum health? Or do you think that this is better than having natural teeth because they don't rot?
Yeah, I think it's... I don't know. It seems pretty common, not just celebrities, but I'm noticing a lot of people later in life, like say my age,
Yeah.
would get these veneers. I'm just like, A, I can't afford that. And B, I'm still going to drink too much coffee.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely, did his brother, was he an actor? Or
You mean the little Franco?
yeah.
Yeah, he's an actor. He's in lots
Okay.
of stuff.
Oh, he is. Okay. I just felt like maybe he's not an actor.
No, yeah, he is. I'm trying to think of other stuff that he's been in, but yeah, he's definitely like established in his own right as an actor.
You know, I was acting in a movie once, a horror movie
Yeah.
that lasted a day. Well, okay, so it was a relative
Yeah.
who wanted to do this movie and gathered all of us together. There was a script and brought us to somebody's house to film it. Well, things went on a little long and the people who lived at the house kind of kicked us out. But at the same time, we were all very bad actors. Very bad actors.
Yeah.
You can't just collect your friends and make a movie. You can't.
No.
Yeah.
Acting is really tough.
What's that guy say? Just because you want something doesn't mean it can happen. It's 1 in a million, even if you have Brando's talent.
Yes, that is Judd Apatow.
Oh, okay. Duh. I should have known that.
Yeah, I knew it, but I just couldn't.
It is kind of a weird name that doesn't really.
What else?
Had you ever seen the movie where Kristen Wiig basically
When she wins the lottery.
yes, and
Yeah.
puts on her own show? Similar.
Yeah.
If you have enough money, you do what the fuck you want.
Exactly. And make everyone else see it.
Right?
There's I like when he says in the beginning, I don't want a career. I want my own planet
Yes.
where everybody's nice to each other.
And he has a pencil with a topper that says Tommy's Planet.
Yeah, it's cute. Also, he should talk to the Mormons because I hear that that's like a level you can get to.
Like their end game or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard that through the grapevine. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but supposedly if you get in the higher echelons of Mormonism, that they believe that in the afterlife you can have your own planet.
Neat.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds cool to me.
You mean like alone on your own planet? That doesn't sound neat.
Well, if you're alone, no, but you just, I don't know. That's a good question. Any closing remarks on this?
You said that you usually watch these movies 3 times. Is that
No?
no?
No.
You didn't say that?
No.
Okay. I dreamed it.
I usually only watch it once. I watched this one twice because
one twice.
because I had seen it like a week before and I wanted to watch it.
I watched it not back to back, but 2 nights in a row. It's crazy.
It's worth it because by the time you get to the end of the movie, you've forgotten all the crazy shit that starts at the beginning because there's just so much.
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
a wild ride.
It is.
A wild ride about a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie about a terrible movie.
Yes.
Wow. It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Yeah, that's all I know. All right.
Cool.
Find us everywhere you find podcasts and subscribe and give us comments and rate and review us and love us because we love you.
We love you. Everybody loves
Flickin'
flickin' beans.
beans.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.